Hi, this is Chris and Buddy. He wanted to come up here under the warm lights, although I don't think they're very warm because they're fluorescent, but he thinks they're warm. But he probably won't stay very long. So what I want to do today was make a junk mail glue book. And so here I've got way too many envelopes, but lots of nice window envelopes, and this pretty one here, and some paper, and all this is stuff that came through the mail. I have this envelope that my friend sent me something in, and I'll show you my other books. So I really like the Joanne flyers. It's a nice weight. This is how I make my junk mail glue book. I just put in the junk mail. This flyer had 3 pages to it, so I bound everything into that. Card. This I folded to fit. Here's an envelope. I'm going to stick something in here. So you can see there's all kinds of things. I like to put a few cards, heavier weight cards in it. It helps to give it some stability. And I'll show you ones that I've worked on. So here's the first one I made from a Joann's flyer, and I have a lot of Birds and Blooms magazine. My mother took it, and then I took it for a while, and I can't bear to throw them out. So I've been going through some of the older ones and pulling out some of the pictures I like and just gluing them on there to keep them. So here's all blue birds, different kinds of birds that are blue, winter birds. Cut out this little kitten because it looked like she was stalking those robins. Put frames around some of the little ones and little cut out pieces of paper so that I could highlight that. And here's a mockingbird, and I put "Don't mock me" because his face is so funny on there. He's cute. And then here's an envelope, and I made a tag with another bird in it. And then here's a bird showing through the window. And this isn't finished. I think it stops right about there. And I've got lots more room. Then I really like this owl, and I found a lot of owls in Birds and Blooms, so I'd made another one just for owls. And I used this technique that I learned from Diane Hubert at Pretty Pink Cottage. And I really like that. So here's just a bunch of owls. Here's a pocket of another owl. And then these owls standing so close together, it looks like they have 2 heads. And I've got some more pasted in here, but I haven't finished marking them. And this folds out. Who's Who, and more owls, and it's just something that I like to do to relax and go through the magazines and look at the pretty pictures and cut out the ones I want and glue them in here. So I thought I would, here's another owl that I can put in here, and a coloring book owl. So I thought that I would make another one and show you how I did it in case you would like to make one and use it for anything that you want to glue. I'm not sure yet what I will use this for, but I have some other magazines that I need to destash, and rather just throw them out or put them in the recycle, I want to go through them first and see if there are any pictures worth saving that I could use in a glue book. So for this one, I have way too many envelopes here. I don't need that many envelopes. But I have the cards like this, and then I might actually cut those up and put them in my bird one. Those are so pretty. Here's a nice card, so that will give the book some stability. Here's another one. But I don't have a Joann's. Here's a magazine of 8 pages. And then this envelope that my friend sent me something in it. So I think I want to make this one smaller. I saw this right here, this. I think I'll make it this size. That would be a nice size for a glue book. And so I just need to pick out what I want to put in it. I can trim things. This fits. So I can put this in it. I'll move these out of the way. I can put one of these in here. As I said, it'll give it stability. This I think I'll save for my bird book. Here's a wild blueberry smoothie recipe. I might save that to use as a tag. Here's one with a nice window. It'll be towards the back of the book. And then I could do one like this. I think I'll leave that, and then I can close this up by gluing a picture over there. So I'll put this one here. And then this would be good if it was next to a blank page. Buddy, you're no help to me. He usually doesn't stay here this long. He usually gets up and goes somewhere else. So here's a nice one here. Let's see what else we have. Here's one that I cut open. That can go in a page like that. So I'm going to continue putting these pages in, and I will fast forward it, and then I'll show you the simple way to sew it. And maybe by then Buddy will have gone somewhere else, right? Right? I really like this one. This one's too bulky. And I like the craft paper one. And I think that will do. So then I want to make sure my pages are centered or where I want them. And fairly straight. And I think that's good enough. I won't be able to clamp them because the pages are not all the same length, but I can put a banker's clip on them. That will help. This is my sewing kit. I just have a combination of different kinds of threads in here. I have waxed cottons. I have some old button and carpet threads that came with the sewing machine that I inherited from my aunt. I think I'll use this linen thread. It's less likely to to tear the papers as the thinner threads. So I'll do 3 times the length. And then I can use a needle like this to poke my holes, or I can use an awl. Buddy, you're not helping me. I have this needle tool, but it's very narrow. It's very tiny. So let me clean up a bit, and then maybe Buddy can go do something else. So I want to put 5 holes in here, trying to catch at least 2 or 3 spaces on each one of these envelopes. And I'm going to start with the narrow tool just so I can get it through, and then I can use a bigger one. And I'm not measuring these because this is just a junk mail journal, so I'm just putting a hole in the middle, and then a hole about a ½ inch in, and then a hole between each of those holes. This is just going to be a standard pamphlet stitch, 5-hole pamphlet stitch. Okay, let's see if this can. Those holes a little bit bigger so our thread can go through, because the thread's kind of thick. Okay, aha! Buddy has decided he wants to do something else. Alright, Buddy wanted to go out, and I have to leave the door closed because it's been snowing all day and it's cold. And I wanted to, my craft room opens onto the garage, and the garage is cold. So I come up through the middle, down through the next hole, up through the top hole, I'll put it through here, down through the bottom hole, up through the next hole, wrap it around. Okay. Now I want to be sure that everything is nice and tight. And then I'm going to put some elastic on here. This isn't any special way on how to do this. I'm just making it up as I go along. And I'll adjust this. And leave a little tail so that if the book gets too full, I can adjust it some more. All right, there's our book. I can trim this up here. And then go in here. Oh dear, but he's back. I didn't shut the door tight enough. I can feel the cold air coming in. I have to go shut that. I have here some magazines that I can cut up. I just took a picture of the snow. It's still snowing. So I'll insert that in here. And I'll just give you a little bit of an idea of what I would do. So I could find a nice picture. For the cover. That can be the start of our cover, and then I can do more decorating to it. I can cut out like words about garden or something, a title in one of these magazines. So let's do one more and see how. Let's do something here. I think I want to glue this down over another picture. I think that would be fun. So we find something pretty. I can't grow this kind of stuff. I'm in the high desert in zone 6A. So there's quite a few things I can't grow. Plus I don't think I have a very green thumb. This is pretty. Oh, this is pretty up here. I like that one. Check what's on the back. Oh dear. Well, that's weird. Yeah, this glue got dried out once, and I put a little bit of water in it to see if I could save it, and it's been weird ever since. Now, what do I do with that little flap? I think I'll just trim off the raggedy edge. Okay, this is the beginning of our little glue book. This one will be flowers. And I'll just go through, and when I have some time to sit and relax, and I'll turn on YouTube and watch what other people are doing and play in my little glue book. So start collecting your junk mail and make something like this. Any subject you want. You can do all kinds of things with it. Have fun crafting. See you later. Bye-bye.